It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. Arrington. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad. They did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd and 9, Lance. Pass caught. It's Kawan Baker.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. Touchdown! Kawan Baker with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
A CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Vikings, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Throwing again is Fields. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 18. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. In your face.
From the gun, here's Fields. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's second and 10. Off play action, Fields.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And it's fielded at the 34. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
On first and 10, here's Lance.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
On play action, Fields.
He's got Smith here. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr., his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to get a score back.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
13 yards. First down, 49ers.
Lance now on first down.
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Lance looking to throw it.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Baker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Check back 11, check back 11. Let's put that team on the box.
Now Lance.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Under 10. Under 10.
Lance looks to throw again. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners have taken a 6-touchdown lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
His kick is good. Makes the score Niners 49.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd down now, Arrington.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll roll him out right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted the win last week as he gets this one away. Punt, just a 1-yard return. 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go. Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
In second and inches.
On play action, Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his big tight end here. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Check back 11, check back 11. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Play action. It's Fields.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge it.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Amber Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Vikings 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead,
and the Niners get there and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Badgley on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 66, Vikings 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Match made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they improved to 14-2 with still one game left to be played in this regular season.